Hello, ladies and gentlemen, I'm the Innkeeper, and today I would like to welcome you all back to Darkstone. Last episode, we were primarily getting ready with hauling all of our goods that we have right here. I've done a little bit of work in the background, sort of mostly telling them that we don't want anything in these chests anymore, although what I also have been doing is moving some of these chests onto the inside right here, which is our new trading post / professional creating crafting zone. Other words could be used there, but you know what, I'm not exactly creative when it comes to naming things. So there we are. I guess it's one of the downsides, right? It's one of the downsides, but there we are. We do have a few more space, well, a little bit more space in the blacksmiths, however, so I'll probably just end up moving some of them in here. We have the massive storage room that could probably definitely have a few chests maybe in the middle. I have no idea why we have a small healing tonic just in the middle of the vault. It seems a little bit strange to me, but there we are. We do have 2 crates right here full of ingots, so I've just placed them in there, and then also we have where all the tools and weapons and armors will go. So we have that in there. Tell you what, actually, do we have anything? No. Okay, the tools, I imagine, are sort of for anything that we can use. Excuse me. It's actually talismans and workbenches. Talismans? I imagine talismans must be the sort of, you know, you make a hammer to get a blacksmith, essentially. So I imagine that's what that's all about. We also have the vault right here for other metal bars that we will probably be creating in the future. Now, something I've come to the conclusion with doing is making a wall across here and just using this land as the farm. I feel like connecting up the old area is just... Look how far away that is. Okay, it's going to be this long mining session once again. I just don't think it's... Well, actually, I don't think it's very efficient at the same time. I mean, I suppose you could just sort of move all the food in here. It's kind of safe. But the most... what I'm worrying about is that enemies might spawn in here or have some trouble with enemies shooting from all the way down there. And also, we don't want there to be any doors on the exterior of this wall so that enemies can go in. Which means that if we were to have enemies sort of push in forwards through the main area, they come from, I don't know, the land. They usually come from this open space right here. They push forwards into the main keep, but all of our guards are hanging around the farming spots because that's usually where their patrol routes take them. It means they'll be all the way in the farming area. They have to walk all the way back around through the long walkway and then into the main hall. They'll probably be able to get to them, but there's probably a chance every now and again where one of the dwarflings just get caught out of surprise and get killed. So that's my conclusion right there. So that's what I'm going to end up doing. The farming is going to be all done here, as well as sort of picking all... Actually, we don't need to have the the berry bushes and the flowers, I think, can go in the inside. So I think we're perfectly okay with doing that. I don't know where we would put them. I suppose we are going to have our little barracks feasting hall on this side. So I suppose we can have something area. Probably where the cooking area is. That's a good idea. We'll end up doing that. The main downside is how far away we have to go to haul all of the food. It's going to be a pretty bad one. I think for now, what I'll do is just have a bunch of boxes on the outside. This looks really cool if you look at it from here. It looks very busy but clean. There we are. Just have a little view of it from here. It's definitely getting there. I mean, this is a very beautiful dwarven hall. I would feel really good right now if I were one of the dwarfs. Now, like I said, they're all hauling goods right now, just moving them to where they need to be. I think, yeah, I've moved some of the stone areas in here. Of course, like I said, I can just move the entire boxes to decrease their sort of walking time, and I probably should do that, really. But the problem is I have to click this, then this, and then just sort of, I don't know, just move over here. It's not really that much of a big deal. I'm going to do that right now. It's just a bit tedious, but I suppose it's more tedious for me just to wait around for them to go back and forth. Really, I should put them in there to increase efficiency. That's a weird thing when it comes to me and efficiency. I'm fully aware of what the most efficient thing is, but I don't follow through with it. I don't know why. I always say the conclusion is laziness, but I don't think that's the case, because otherwise I wouldn't bother doing this at all. I'm just perfectly aware of it. I mean, I just throw them in here. What have I got on these chests? Nothing. I believe these were just going to be random chests. Perhaps wealth? No, I don't really want to have wealth in there. You know, I really don't know. We'll leave it for now. And we'll continue to move all these chests as far down into the mine as we possibly can, so that we can get the front ready for our new farming zone. I feel like that's what we need to get done today. Although some more mining for our living quarters would also be a good idea. The game has paused. I don't know why. Oh, probably saving. Just throw that here. And we will grab this one. Should have really done this on the off-cam. But you know what? Watch the process. Enjoy the process. Become part of the process. You can think to yourself, you know what? What the hell? I can't remember these. Meat stew Tangi. Okay, cool. I will not accept these just yet, because I don't feel like I need them. But well, I actually do. Having some food would be quite useful, but the thing is, buying food to get a new person is pointless, because then you need to increase your food output, because that one extra person is eating more food than you can produce. It just doesn't seem like a worthwhile thing. Means I have to make another farmer. The other thing I'm also going to do is do the whole sort of efficient farming thing, where you just sort of make a 1x11 strip and just have a lot of them next to each other to increase the amount of land value that we will have. It probably won't look as good, or it will look great. So the main problem is, of course, well, it's going to double our food output, essentially. Okay, not double, because it's an odd number, but it's a nearly double, okay? It increased efficiency, but, whoa, where did I click to put that? No, don't put it there. It increased efficiency by probably 90%. So there we go. The percentages, I don't know where I got that percentage from. Probably from my ass. But that's fine. We'll forget about that for now. Oh yeah, we are hunting for creatures down there, which is always a good thing. Because that's what we do. That's what we do over here. We just hunt for creatures. So there we are. Here's all of our crates. Feels good to finally move everything aside. Although we do have all this rubbish around here that I really should pick up. But I don't know if I really want to pick up. I don't know if I care too much. Food is still low. That's fine. Still more crates hanging around. This one's got nothing in it, so we'll throw that aside. This one does have stuff in it. So we will continue to loot from the crates. There we are. So we'll continue to move them aside. We do have all this rubbish here. I don't know if I really care to keep all of this. I don't think I have any particular zone for ores. Ah, here. I can put some ores outside. Oh, invaders approaching. Oh, I better not be... Oh, no. Oh, you know what? That's actually ideal. Okay, we just need to find our archers, and then we'll be fine. We do have a bunch of these buggers. Are we all together here? I think we are. It's just the archers that we're missing out on. Oh, that's not what I want to do. That's not what I want to do. So where are our archers? Right, they're all in there. Meanwhile, our fighters... I always feel like just going for the orc. Or going for the ogres. It's never been a bad idea, really. The healers, I think, do a little bit of splash healing, so we should be okay. Then we just get our archers to sort of shoot one of the kobolds to take away some of the DPS that they're producing. So they're just sort of walking away right there. And at the moment, I think we're healing fairly well. Kind of. I mean, at the moment, we're having some trouble because we have to deal with one of these ogres. When they run away, it means the healers can't heal as much. So it's a little bit of a downside. Right, there we go. There's already one of them dead from the archers right there. That's why we need more archers. Probably get 2 more archers. I might turn these 2 footmen into archers. That might be a really good idea. Of course, lowering our footmen isn't really great, because that means the total amount of health that we have available does go down. And by that, I mean sort of total party health, essentially. Right, that's that one dead. So now there are only 2 of them. But that's why the archers are so good here, because they can pretty much kill the kobolds in the background. Of course, you know, is this the best idea in the world, just going for the ogres? They're there to tank, essentially. So these ranged creatures, or kobolds right here, pretty much just get free shots for not having too much happening to them. But then again, it means less running around and more damage from our side as well. It probably is still more... It's still probably a better idea to just kill the kobolds first. But the thing is, in the past, when we've done that, the ogres have just gone for our archers. So whether or not that is a AI thing, and it's actually smart enough to just say, okay then, well, if you're going to go for my ranged creatures, I'll go for yours. If that's the case, that's really cool. But probably not. It probably just means that I'm bad at positioning my archers. But there we are. Fantastic. You have been deaded, my friend. Happy days for all. Well, for us anyway. We probably do wish to release or remove these ladders as well. How's this wall going to work? It's pretty much going to be similar to this design right here, only much bigger. So we'll have it sort of curve in until it connects up to around about here, and same side right here, curve in. It will curve in such a way where it will be proportional to where the, to where the middle will be. And then this side will be farmland. This side we probably will just have all of our pickup items. And I think that's more than enough farmland that you're going to need, especially if we are going to do sort of the stripe method for farming, where it's just 1 by 11 and then you just put them next to each other. It's a little bit tedious because, of course, you have to, well, select what you want to grow 11 times, essentially. But that's only if you, add this sort of proportions to the equation, which we don't have to because we're not limited by a maximum amount of space. Well, kind of. We don't have to do this, 11 by 11. We can just do 11 and then do another 11 to be 22. It's it is essentially limitless. Even though you could say the same thing about the farm one. But there you go. Numbers. As to whether or not it would look good, well, that's something else entirely. I do feel like the front entrance doing that anyway would look quite nice, especially with a neat little gatehouse. That would definitely spice things up a little bit. Now, the graves is all something that we need to move. Before we move them, though, let's pay our respects. Sir Tanglefoot. A lot of our knights pretty much died straight away during the start of their service. Oh, something else I do wish to do is change the 2 footmen that we have into archers. And then probably turn one of our builders into a footman. Let's see what we have first. I mean, I could always wait for someone else. See, Harold's that odd one, where they've got high body and decent spirit, but the mind is so low that it would take them a very long time to level up, so I'm questioning it. How many knights do we have? 4. 4 knights is pretty good. Having 2 more archers would definitely help out. That body, though. I think, nah, you're a knight. You have to be a knight. You could be an archer, though. I think that will balance it out. So if we change you to an archer, if we can. Okay, well, we've got a knight first, so tell you what, we'll go back in here. So you will definitely be a knight. You've been knighted. I will light you. There we are. Sir Mighty Kamina. Fantastic. Alright, now what we need to do is make ourselves a bow, which I'm pretty sure I can make in this menu here. We will... Oh. Pretty sure I saw a bolt of leather lying around somewhere. There we go. Someone could just loot that. That would be great. As to whether or not they will, it's questionable. Can loot that bit as well. Of course, I can always tell the weaver to make one, I suppose, so I'll do that. No more cloth. Why was I making cloth? I can't remember. I can make some fire quivers now, which would be quite interesting. We pretty much only need one of our archers to have the spiky quiver, because I don't think the slowdown effect stacks. And at the same time, do we have a bunch of leather skull caps? Doesn't add. It's actually for footmen. I thought they were for archers. Oh well. But back to what I was saying. We do have a bolt of leather now. Making a bunch of these might not be a bad idea. Like, 3 of them seems to be what we can make right now. Do we need coal? Oh, okay, that's interesting. We can have 3 of them. I like the idea of that, and then just sort of switch them to the fire quiver. If we make ourselves... Oh, we need... Okay, we actually need some fibers here. That makes things quite interesting. We were making beds. That's what we were doing. I remember now. Is the carpenter still making beds? Yeah, okay. They got sort of a supply of 10, which does remind me... Daily update. I mean, it doesn't remind me of the daily update, but it reminds me... Did anyone else remember these trees being here? Their spawning is really odd. Most of them are on the same line, although this punk right here wants to be a little bit different. Oh, and this one's even worse because it's further away from the group. It's just... would it be a herd of trees? It's a herd of trees. Sure, why not? I don't think that's correct. It's a flock of trees. Fantastic. I've never seen a flock of trees before. Probably because it's not called a flock. Alright, let's see. We do have some comfy beds, some high quality ones. We will not have them in here, though. Since I do want to save the high quality beds for the barracks, because I feel like they deserve the comfortable beds. You know, they're out, keeping us all alive. How are we doing on the food situation? What is the... Ooh, wow, that was quick. Is that bad? It's pretty bad, because they're usually accompanied by something. If we just go ahead and first run away, because currently our farmers are quite close to one another. You can move over there. That was a very late sound right there. Right. So right now our archers, or our archers by themselves. So if we just tell all of our melee classes, here we go. They should be able to deal with the creature here. And then the archers can deal with this one. Not too close though, that would be pretty fantastic. We just move aside ever so slightly here. Alright, there we are. Now, if we kill the weaker creatures first, it means that we don't have to take a hell of a long time killing these ogres, since they are made to tank. Although I don't know if these wolves are really good when it comes to the whole DPS thing. I can't imagine they are. Tell you what, there we got another knight, though, which is great. We still need to get... Oh, wow, level 6 knight. Fantastic, another level 6 knight. I think that just improves their ability to taunt, though, so it's not that huge. I don't like it when the clerics are that close. They also take damage, wasting healing time on themselves. Oh, it looks like we have an orc right there. I didn't notice that. Why do we have an orc with them? That's a very odd combo. So 3 wolves, 2 ogres, 1 orc. And the orc is the tankiest one as well, which I always find to be a bit weird. I think they need to buff orcs a little bit and maybe debuff the other creature. The other creature. The orc. There we go. I got there in the end. Anyway, so we still need an archer. Level 3 footman. They're still waiting for the archer's bow, I imagine. No, we're not waiting for it. Curious. You are a level 3 footman, right? I'm pretty sure you're level 6. You are level 6. Okay, then. Maybe they haven't crafted it yet. I'm sure they... Oh, no, of course, I didn't have any leather, so I had to change that. All right, that makes a lot more sense now. We should just delete all this rubbish, because I don't think we have space for it. Tell you what, we kind of do have space for it, because what we can do is just throw all the ores in here. Or, no. No, I'm being silly, because obviously it's all on the floor. So I suppose we can just do this. Or we could just be smart about it and just tell them to... I just had a bit of a brain fart. Anyway, yeah. Or we could just be smart about it and just put all the crates right here, tell them to fill them all up, and then move the crates over. That would be a little bit of a smarter idea, and I probably should end up doing that now that I think about it, but there we go. Tell you what, we will end up doing that. I won't move these ones over, though. I will just end up throwing these ones on the floor. Of course, they still require unloading. Alright, so let's see. If we go ahead and just sort of remove some of these... because some of these are now capable of being unloaded because they are empty. Just thought I'd specify that to you. Just to make sure that you're listening. Don't know why I needed to do this. Alright, so let's see. I really am annoyed that you can't get, like, high-quality stone chests and stuff like that. I know it's not the prettiest looking thing in the world. But I'm sorry for that. May as well harvest them. Say may as well. Oh, right, we're in alert mode. Whoa. Completely forgot about that. Very close. There's even a big old marker right in front of my face, and I still can't notice it. I'll still have inability of noticing. I was wondering where everyone went, which is a good point. I didn't really see where they all went. Because they must be hanging around these flags, right? Like those flags, or maybe... I really don't know where they went. Now, I haven't changed where the fireplace is or anything like that. It's pretty much all the way over there. But they all came from here, so I guess they are just hanging around those flags. Which is odd, really, because we have a bunch of flags here. Tell you what, those ones at the back, they're white, but they look blue from here. Something about the shadow by the looks of it. There we are. We may as well harvest them. We haven't done so for a while, but mostly it's so we can get some silk. As well as these... Actually, I don't care about the flowers so much. Alright, there we go. We will fill these with stone and ore. Probably do clay as well. So let's see how many of this stuff we'll get. We should be able to. I mean, I don't know how many of them are on top of one another, because I think there are some sort of stacked. Like this one's got several stacked on one tile. We need to grab all this stuff. We need to do a raid over here at some point. Once we get a big enough army, I think we'll be able to do so.